my Facebook friends, my baseball fans. Number 8 in your scorecard, number 1 in your heart. Albert Sugar Bear Barbieri's got a little bit to say. I know it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks have passed since Game 7 of the World Series. But just this morning, I saw the quote by the base runner for the Toronto Blue Jays that was standing basically flat-footed on third, that the game should have been over, should have beat that out, the forced play at home. I read his quote just this morning because he says he's getting death threats. Let me read it. I wrote it down, so I word the word. He says, they told us. Now, first of all, who's they? They told us. They told us. Who's they? They told us to stay close to the base. Now, you know this is bullshit, right? Then he goes on to say, they don't want us to get doubled off in that situation with a hard line drive. Now, you heard Jimmy Rollins explain that's an impossibility, that it's an impossible thing to happen. It would take 200,000 swings by the hitter up the plate for him to hit a line drive to where Muncy can, to his right, catch it, tag the base, or tag the runner for a double play. If that would happen, then let the Dodgers tip their caps to the baseball gods, okay? So that shouldn't have been the point. Listen, it's not a secondary lead at third. It's a secondary lead at second, and it's a secondary lead at first. It's a walking lead when you're on third base. And it goes like this. Isiah, the base runner, you watch the video, he's like this. You're never like this. When you're a third, your shoulders are basically squared, and you're taking the walking lead as the pitcher is in his windup. Now, I do know that Ohtani is the only pitcher these days that goes in a traditional windup, right? So as he gets here, you're walking. So if the pitcher was in a traditional windup, as he goes like this, you start to walk, and now you tie him on contact. Okay, you all hear me talk about the contact play. Okay, essentially this was that situation. Bags loaded, it's one out, you're moving on contact, right? You recognize, boom, okay, ground ball, you're moving, okay? Yamamoto and most pitchers today, even when nobody's on base, they start in the stretch position. You don't see that traditional windup no more. Ohtani's the only one. I don't know, he's the only one I've seen done it. So Yamamoto, when you got a right-hander, you do got to be careful with the inside move, right? So if you're a base runner third, if he has a kick, which Yamamoto don't have the kick, okay? It's almost like a slide, okay? But he can't do this and change. It'd be a balk. Because once he goes here home, he can't do this. It's a balk. Run scores. Okay. So you do got to be careful, which you didn't have to be that careful with Yamamoto. If you watch the video, okay? It's very simple. It's a walking lead. And if you little league coaches or youth coaches are teaching secondary lead at third base like this, you're totally wrong. You're teaching the wrong way. Okay, it's a walking lead. The pitcher's in his windup. In this case, once he's about 7-8 feet off the bag, you take as much as you need, just like the runners at first base. When you see their lead, they know their lunge gets them back safely. Okay, when they lunge back, you see on TV, wow, it's a big lead, yeah. But his momentum and the lunge gets him back safe. Just gotta hope that the pitcher don't throw a dynamite throw and get him right there, 2-3 inches off the ground and boom, the tag, right? So on third, watching the windup, and this is what he should have been doing. As Yamamoto comes here and starts to kick, it's a walking lead, and boom. I got to believe he gets in safe. It's a walking lead in foul ground. That's another thing. For you youngsters, take your walking lead during the game, not that small. You're taking your walking lead in foul ground, and when it's a ball or nothing, you back in fair ground, right? So the catcher doesn't have a lane to throw. If he hits you in the back, the helmet, whatever. So you're taking your walking lead, boom, or back inside the line. Foul ground, walking lead, boom, back. It's that simple. It's that simple. And that's why he's getting death threats. People, stop with the death threats. Deal with it.